So many of you who watch my channel regularly may remember I did this video on how to install wallpaper in challenging geometric shapes. And I showed you a method of proceeding. And now today I want to show you another method. And it simply involves suctioning the wall covering to the outer shape. Okay. It's a little, in a way, it's a little more difficult than making the shape for it on a tracing paper. But in another way, it makes it easier. So if you go with the long piece, you would use the natural straight line or make a straight line on the straightaway, right? Why make it more difficult for yourself? And on the shape, on this rail here, you want to have a lot of meat of the wallpaper hanging over it, so it kind of suctions to the rail against which you're going to make your fence to cut along its edge to make your straight shape. So I suggest a retractable blade, and this is going to be what I'm going to do. Imagine the wallpaper here. I'm just going to cut along this thing. So you can imagine that enough wallpaper has to be on it in order to do it right. Otherwise, it's just going to cave in like this. Watch this. You don't want that. I don't have enough wallpaper there, but I'm going to be very delicate, and therefore will make it work. But you want to have several inches overhanging. Let's get to it. So that's our shape, right? Another thing I'm going to do is to make an indentation along the edge so I can kind of see where I'm going to be cutting. You see this indentation here, right? You see that? So I know my blade is going to ride along there. Let's see how I do. I was recently honored with a title in the state of Florida. The #1 wallpaper installer for the entire state. And I was very grateful for the honor. And, you know, not that I want to brag on my channel, but I was awarded that unanimously by my wife and children. And I'll tell you what, it's the first time I ever received such an honor. And I just want to thank all of the people who voted for me. All 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. One of them can't vote, she's too young. But I think she would have agreed. As you can see, it pays to have a helper. For obvious reasons, right? And so you get the idea. Now we're going to trim this, and because this is a foil-like finish, we have to be very careful with trimming the rest of it. Let me show you. So, we still have work to do. But the bulk of the work is done. For these types of wall coverings, I suggest a smoother with a felt edge, or you can simply buy felt with tape and then you tape it to your edge, or you could just simply smooth it out doing something like this. So, what do I have to tell my viewers? I recently lost about 22 pounds. And I did it on Nutrisystem. I used to think Nutrisystem was no good. But it's simply a plan that helps you to stop eating like a four-legged beast and start eating like a two-legged creature. You know what I'm saying? Portion control. Let me take you up here. Okay, so now just stretching it out. Can you see well here? You need to be toward me a bit. Okay. So you might be wondering, he did this in December. Why is he still doing the ceiling? Well, here's what happened. The homeowner hired a guy who said, I can do it. And then he got up And he wasted almost 4 yards of wallpaper. And when I began the job, I said, I don't think we have enough. And so they had to order the paper from the United Kingdom. And, you know, the rest is history, right? But anyway, a nice compliment. The guy who couldn't do it he liked the job. Now, this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. You know what I love about this guy? He's got a sense of humor. Humor. It's not humor. Humor. He's got a sense of humor. Yeah, this is tricky. It's tricky. Oh, it's tricky. And quite sticky. It's tricky and sticky. I love your videos. I love your videos, first of all. And I love your sense of humor. Did anyone ever tell you you sound just like Christopher Walken? Did anybody ever tell you that? Do you like it? So that's an alternative to making the shapes with tracing paper. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? I'm almost done. Got that one piece left.